This must all look very strange to you.
Well, the plot is different.
I do love Trevor.
Comes through clear as a bell.
And he loves me.
Yeah, also crystal clear.
And we can never, ever be together.
That I'm a little cloudy on.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. The details are unimportant. The point is, when I was involved in Trevor's life, it caused him a lot of problems. A lot of problems with his family. And so I made a sacred vow to Natalie that...
Whoa. What part does Natalie play in all this?
Natalie's my sister. She died years ago.
You made a vow to your dead sister? I think I missed the seance scene.
It wasn't like that. I promised her that I would never, ever marry Trevor and that I would get out of his life for good, and it's a sacred vow that I intend to keep.
Well, I'm not saying you should break it.
You're not?
No. I made a vow once to my parents. I vowed never to become an actor. Obviously, I broke that vow, and now I'm paying for it. Caught in a career quagmire.
I think you're going to have a great career.
That's very kind of you to say.
I mean, you're fast on your feet, you're flexible, you're intelligent. After your great triumph here tonight, I would think you would have no doubt.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Very much.
So, are we calling it a wrap? Show's over?
Afraid so. But you did the job, and you did it well.
I hate to say goodbye to a good character. I was just getting into the part.
Well, I'm afraid that my nerves can't take any encores. But bravo for a great performance.
How you feeling, sweetheart?
Sort of barfy.
Gee, this morning you chowed down. You ate your oatmeal, your toast, your juice.
Oh, Daddy, we have to talk about food right now.
I'm sorry, honey. Let me get your coat off. We'll take you right upstairs.
I don't want to go upstairs.
Are you kidding me? I'm gonna let you lie in my bed and watch TV all day.
I'd rather wait down here.
Wait? Oh, you gonna toss your cookies? I'll go get the mop. You go to
No,
bed.
Daddy, I'm not going to be sick. I just like it better down here. I'll get it.
Wait, make sure you know who's at the door first.
I know.
Sweetheart, are you all right?
Bad news travels fast.
Oh, the school nurse called me. Honey, what's wrong?
Just some tummy trouble.
Oh, I'm glad it's nothing too serious. Why did you have the nurse call me if your daddy was picking you up?
Caring for a sick kid's a two-parent job. You can read to me while Daddy finds my eating pad.
Sweetheart, remember that talk we had about you not pretending when you're sick?
I was pretending I have a fever, yeah.
She does seem hot.
Well, I'm a crumb bum for not believing you. How can I make you feel better?
I don't want to feel better. I want to stay sick, so you and Mommy can be together.
Amanda, you don't mean that.
Yes, I do. And you don't belong with that Mr. Green. You don't love him. You can't. Not as much as you love my daddy.
Father told you about Mr. Green, right? How I used to be married to him?
You're not anymore,
No, we're divorced.
because you didn't love him.
It's a little more complicated than that.
Why? Either you love him or you don't.
Sometimes it doesn't matter whether you love someone or not. Sometimes you make a promise and you feel that you have to keep it. I made a solemn vow when I married Mr. Green, and I promised that I would stay with him through thick and thin.
And this is as thick as it gets?
So, you don't love Mr. Green, but you're staying with him because you have to. What about my daddy? Don't you miss him? You should see him at night, sitting at the kitchen table. He looks so sad, like me, when Carrie says we're not allowed to be best friends anymore.
Sweetheart, come here, up to the daisy. Remember that talk we had before we went away for a ski trip? If you love somebody, you gotta make sure they get what's good for them. Well, what's good for Janet right now, she thinks, is this Mr. Green. So even if I miss her, woman that I love, I gotta make space for her. So we gotta suck it up and give it up for Janet, okay?
Okay, I guess.
Sweetheart, remember one thing. Even though your dad and I won't be together, we don't love you any less. We love you even more.
Yeah, to infinity. No bombing, no erasing. Because you're the little princess that your mommy and I made together.
I love you guys too.
Feel better, sweetheart.
We better get to bed, huh? Come on, Momo. Hop two, it's time for you to hit the sack.
Daddy? Mommy's still sitting on the couch.
Oh, well, thanks for the report. Up in there.
Okay.
Hang on, let me get your sweater off, okay?
Daddy, it's a bed jacket. I saw it on one of those old movies.
Oh, right, before they had color. Got it. Excuse me, Miss Harlow. Forgive me, please.
You can't go yet.
What? You want a story? You want one of your little dollies in bed with you?
Baby stuff.
What?
I want the dirt.
The dirt.
You know, the dirt. The low down, the skinny.
What are you talking about? Is this like those knock-knock jokes you've been telling me lately?
It's okay, Daddy. Mommy believed us. So what's the real plan?
The real... But how bad is your fever, sweetheart?
She's off guard, Daddy. How are we gonna trap her?
Sweetheart, I think what we have here is a failure to communicate.
No, I get it, Daddy. Sometimes it's okay to play tricks on someone like Mommy. So what are we gonna do?
We're gonna let her live her life, like I said downstairs.
No way.
No, I meant what I said to Janet. She has her life, I have mine. If the two trains never meet, that's the way it's gonna be.
So that's it?
That's it.
Quitter?
That's not fair.
The Daddy I know would fight for Mommy. He'd never give up on true love.
Sweetheart, I don't know how to explain this, but someday...
When I'm real old like you.
Yeah, when you're walking with your cane, just before you get into your walker, maybe then it'll come clear. Now, get some sleep, okay?
If you see my real dad out there, call him in.
Oh, you're tough. You're tough. Good night, sweetheart.
Good night.
Amanda's in for the night, out like a light.
You think she understood?
No, I think she's dense as her old man. If you're asking me if I think she'll do what we asked her to do, I think she will.
So you'll leave Axel and me alone?
Guess again, Toots. Guess again.
But you explained to Amanda what the situation is.
Well, I told her a bedtime story without a happy ending. I don't want her getting her hopes up in case Axel walks off with the gold. And in my opinion, he has about as much chance of doing that as a snowball's chance in hell.
Trevor, what is your problem? You can't just admit that you lost. Are you really that stubborn?
What, me? I prefer Tenacious. You see, I find something I like, you know, whether it's a tie or a household cleaning product or a woman, I stick to it. It doesn't have to be a brand name, doesn't have to be a bargain, but it's got to be a treasure. You know those bins at the end of supermarket aisles with the dented cans? They got no labels on them, 50% off, you don't know what's in them, real bargain. When you get them home, you open them up, it could be mock turtle soup, taste divine, or king salmon that melts in your mouth. It's a hidden treasure in a can. And you're my hidden treasure. I found you. X marks the spot. No asshole, he didn't know what he had. He blew a fortune as far as I'm concerned. Do you think I'm gonna let some third-rate huckster just walk in here and take you away from me? No way in hell. I'm gonna fight for you fair and square. Starting here and starting now. Just a taste of things to come.
Hello, Axel, it's Janet. No, I don't have the wrong number. It's Janet. Now, I want you to get in character and wait for your call time. I don't care what I said. The show must go on.
Queen of Hearts, that's my lady. That's you. You're the magic, honey. You pulled my life out of the gutter. You set my heart free. I love you, Janet. I was just remembering the first time we cut a rug on prom night. Made me feel like throwing a lasso around the moon, hauling it down, and putting our brand on it.
Hi, sweetheart. You shouldn't sneak up on me like that. What are you doing?
Darling, I couldn't resist. Living my part. I'm not exactly a method man, but I create my character from the inside out. Go for it.
Why don't you just join me, sweetie? So, if you don't watch out, I'm going to show you my method. It's called foot-in-shin technique. So why don't you just can the ham and wait till Trevor gets here, okay? He should be here any minute. He eats lunch here every day, and right this time.
Let him show. He'll discover what I want the world to know. How much I love you.
Look, I am not paying you to convince the world. Just Trevor.
You'll get what you paid for and more.
Yeah, it's the more I'm worried about.
Or maybe it's second thoughts.
Why would you say that?
Because it's obvious the guy really cares about you.
I made a vow to my sister, and I intend to keep it.
Oh, that is so Louisa May Alcott.
Let's just stick to the subject, shall we?
I thought you wanted me to improv.
Whatever. This didn't work last time. I've got to make Trevor believe I'm off him and onto you.
I should have worked the first time. But fear not, I've never let a disappointing review stop me. My next performance will leave them staggering in the aisles.
You two kids having fun?
Trevor.
It's awful juvenile. Why don't you just get a 57 Chevy and head on out to Lover's Lane, huh?
I didn't mean to rub your nose in our relationship. I just wasn't expecting to see you here.
And why would you? I only eat here every day. What, for 6, 7 years now?
Don't worry, we won't ever eat here again.
I'm not worrying. You eat wherever you want to eat, pal. But as far as your public displays of affection with Mr. Meathead here, you keep him down to a minimum on account of Amanda. You got that?
I will.
Who are you calling meathead?
The steak sauce fits, pal.
Hey, I resent your attitude.
Well, you will definitely resent me punching you in the nose. Because if you hurt her or my daughter, I I guarantee your face will connect with my fist.
That sounds like a threat.
He's smarter than I thought he was. No, it was not a threat. That was a promise.
Trevor, please, this isn't helping.
She doesn't want you, Dylan. Just accept that and move on.
I am going to move on. Because I respect Janet's wishes. But if you think you can just waltz into Pine Valley and wreak havoc in her life, you got another thing coming, pal. You think about it. I am not giving up. You're going to have to pull a photo of her out of my cold, dying fingers before I give up on the dame I love.
Trevor, you're not respecting my wishes. Not at all.
Janet, I respectfully hope that your relationship with this worthless piece of matter comes to its inevitable demise as soon as possible. Life is short, Toots. Think about it.
Great, he's still not giving up.
Oh, yeah? Watch this.
What are you about to do?
A command performance. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Sit down.
I want you all to witness the most important moment of our lives. I once let the most important woman in the world, the most beautiful woman in the world, slip through my fingers. But I want to make sure that never happens again. Marry me, darling. Give me another chance. Please, be my wife.
Yes. Axel, yes, I'll be your wife.
Yeah, Dylan here. No. I'll be right there.
Trevor, aren't you going to wish us good luck?
Haley and Mateo are in the hospital. Have a nice life.
I did it. Thank you, Stanislavski. What did I tell you? Satisfaction guaranteed. Where are you going? What's wrong?
Tank? Are you okay?
I will be once Mateo is.
What can I do to help you?
Oh, just stay here, please. I don't know how any of this could happen to us.
Yeah, me neither, but from what I'm hearing, he's gonna be okay.
He is. I know he's gonna wake up any minute now, so.
Sure is.
So Martin needs this.
Sweetheart, how's Mateo?
He's better.
Thank God.
His brain's perking along real strong right now.
I know he's gonna wake up any minute now.
Of course he is.
He's gonna be even better than before, I think.
His eyes are gonna open soon.
Those beautiful brown eyes.
I'm glad you're here, Trevor.
Yeah, well, where else would I be? Right, Tink?
Hot cup of Joe. Right out of the vending machine. Black. Extra sugar, just the way you like it. Take a sip. I know it's not the miracle you're hoping for. And it won't do anything to help Mateo or Haley. Maybe it'll make you feel a little bit better.
Thanks. I love you too.
What did you just say?
You love me. I know you do. Hey, I love you. And that performance at McKay's today where you accepted Axel Green's proposal, that was bogus. I know it is.
Trevor.
You don't love Axel. You love me.
That just isn't so.
Yes, it is. You can call it a miracle. You can call it whatever you want to call it. But you and me, we got the real goods. And nothing's going to kill that. That's what's a miracle. Now, somehow in my life, I did something right because the big guy upstairs, he ain't going to let me down. What I need right now is a miracle. And you can just gift wrap it and lay it right at my feet. What I saw today, it was just a bad dream, right, Janet? Tell me. Tell me.
Oh, Trevor.
Huh? So, Janet, tell me, what's the story? I mean, is this the proposal Mr. Green made not kosher or what?
Trevor, I think it's time I told you.
You're damn straight it's time you told me the truth. What's going on with you and this clown?
Dad.
Yeah, Tim, you made it.
Yeah, sorry I'm late. I had to drop Amanda off to
Hey, no
Carrie's.
sweat, no sweat.
Hi, Janet. How's it going?
Okay.
So, how's Haley?
Haley's fine, but unfortunately Mateo's not. What did you tell Amanda about Haley?
Just that there was a problem with the heating system, and Haley was going to be fine. And I asked Carrie's mom if it would be all right for Amanda to sleep over there tonight, and she said it would be fine.
Good man, it's good to have you for backup.
Anytime.
They're going to move Haley and Mateo to private rooms.
Isabella, if you want to go home, I'll stay on watch here.
There's nothing for me to do at home. I think I'll go to the chapel.
Well, let me go with you, okay?
Thank you.
Tim, I just want to thank you for taking such good care of Amanda.
She's my sister.
Yeah, but sometimes big brothers think little sisters are a pain.
Oh, I'm going to go get a soda. You want anything?
Yeah. Coffee with cream. Here, I'll get some juice.
Hey, I got it.
Haley, how are you feeling?
Come on.
My thoughts are with you guys.
Hey.
Oh, you just missed Haley.
They didn't have real cream, just that powdered stuff.
Okay.
So, it tastes funny. I didn't put any drugs in it.
Poor Mateo. Poor Haley. She must be really scared.
Stuart. I'm sorry, excuse me. Can I talk to you? It's kind of urgent.
Sure.
What's wrong? The timetable's been moved up. We need to do this thing tonight.
So, how's school?
It's good.
Started thinking about college yet?
No, not really.
Never too early.
You know, I haven't seen you around lately. I hope it's not because of me.
No, I've been busy with work and stuff, you know.
Well, you don't need to stay away on my account. I'm still in the doghouse with Amanda.
How about your dad? How are things working out?
Good. I get my license next month, so he's gonna help me pick out a car. No, not a new one, but one that'll carry me back and forth to school.
I still remember my first car. Beetle convertible. I loved bombing around in that thing.
You know, I almost called you a few times.
Really? Why?
Just thank you. For believing me. About how my mom saved me from those punks.
Of course. I think Natalie's watching over us.
Hey.
Hey.
Where's Isabella?
She wanted to stay in the chapel.
Well, they took Haley and Mateo to a private room. They aren't allowed any visitors.
No visitors? There's no point in sticking around then.
I'll go toss these cups.
Okay. So, Tim tells me things are going pretty good between you guys.
Yeah, we're tighter than a set of bongos. The only thing on the table now is you and me, so hope we can continue that conversation about you and Mr. Green.
Yeah, I hope so.
Well, just let me ask you one question. You're not really gonna marry that guy. I mean, that was a performance for my benefit, wasn't it?
I have every intention of marrying him as soon as possible.
You're madly in love with the guy.
I care about him. I always will.
Well, don't hold your breath waiting for my congrats.
You're doing the right thing. You are.
James drew his sword and lunged at the castle guard, who fell silently. Rushing to Morgan's side, he knelt reverently as he swiftly cut her free. Once more at home, in his arms, Morgan could not speak. They rode off through the moonlight-dappled countryside, their hearts beating in rhythm with the sound of thundering hooves. Oh.
Then what?
Only Rosa knows for sure. She seems to think that her brother has a lot in common with the hero.
Why don't you let me read a little, huh?
Yeah, really? Oh. Mateo, honey, Uncle Trevor's gonna read for a while, okay?
How's it going?
Oh, we're great. You know, doctors come in and out every 2 seconds, but...
Yeah, they're not happy unless they're poking at you, right? Any change?
No, not yet.
Well, take a load off. I'll knock off a couple of chapters here.
Thanks.
Okay?
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Where were we here? Here we go. They reached the safety of the forest. There'd be no search till the guard was found.
Hi.
Hi.
I didn't know you had a full house.
Oh, no, not at all. Come on in.
I could come back later.
No, don't be ridiculous. Come on. I want Mateo to know that you're here. It's important.
Yeah, it's not exactly my cup of tea, but Rosa Santos likes it. Sit down.
Sure.
They paused in a clearing. Their every excited breath sent a frosty puff into the cool night air. James gently lifted Morgan from his steed and laid her down on the lush blanket of pine needles. He removed his sash and wrapped it tenderly around her blood-stained wrist. Then, as she gazed gratefully at his strong face, now suffused with caring, he reached down and softly stroked her golden hair. The village church bells rang out 12 times as he saw Morgan walk slowly down the aisle. She had never looked more beautiful than on this day. She was to become his bride. Are you sure this helps?
Oh, yeah, he hears us.
I think I'm going to bring in one of my combat books. I mean, this is so much mush. He needs a little more action.
That'd be good. Mateo would love that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I got one on a guy named Sergeant Rock. It seems like he wrote it right after my life.
He says modestly.
Well, I had to rep one.
You still do.
Haley, I just want you to know that everyone misses both of you down at Holidays.
Oh, we'll be back soon. Mateo sure puts his heart and soul into that place.
Why don't you take a break? We can go get some dinner.
Yeah, we could both take you out. What do you say?
I can't.
Oh, come on. You've been here around the clock.
No, but I really can't. I have to be here when he wakes up, so.
We understand.
Why don't you two go? Yeah, I'll call over and it'll be on the house.
Janet, what do you say?
I can't. I'm sorry.
It's really good food.
Maybe another time.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna head out. Let me know if I can do anything at all, okay?
Yeah, I will. Thanks.
Call me if anything happens.
I will.
Anything, all right? See you tomorrow, pal. Hang in there. See you around.
Congratulations, you just copped the title.
What?
Pork chops made of granite. You even got him beat.
I had plans tonight.
What about tomorrow night?
I can't.
Why? Why aren't you guys married? I don't understand it. You walk into the room and his pulse is like out of control.
It's complicated, but it just won't work. We're just too...
I could finish that sentence and it won't be complimentary.
What's going on? Look at the screen. Is he waking up?
No, it's, probably a dream. But I hope it's a wonderful dream.
You sure you don't need a break?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Is there anything I can do?
No, thanks. I have everything I need right here.
All right. I'll see you later.
Thanks, Janet.
Hey, you got a minute?